Right now there's a blowout $900 discount on this camera here, the X-H1, and I want to talk about whether it's worth buying it. And my answer is absolutely, and I'm going to tell you why right now. There's been a lot of debate about the way that Fujifilm released its cameras in 2018, primarily the X-T3 and the X-H1. First came the X-H1 in around March, and that camera featured IBIS, but it was the same generation of sensor as the X Pro 2 and the X-T2, and those are older. You know, that sensor first came out in 2016, and there's also the processor as well. So we're talking about 2 years old technology at this point. And X-H1 was released and it featured IBIS as well, this camera here. So when this came out, it was the first time Fujifilm ever had IBIS, and there was a lot of excitement about it because of that. However, it was known to many people that this will be probably the last camera by Fujifilm, at least of the flagships, which is going to be built on this sensor. Therefore, you're on the tail end of the lifespan of that technology. So when people bought it, including myself, we were effectively gambling, or we knowingly knew that the X-T3 will come out towards the end of the year, and it will feature a new sensor and a new processor, and therefore would make this one almost obsolete. So as of just even a few weeks ago, people are saying there's absolutely no reason to buy this camera here, the X-H1. The X-T3 has made it deprecated, it's obsolete now. There's no reason. This is supposed to be the video camera, but the X-T3 actually has nicer or some of stronger features for video because of its new sensor and new processor. And there's a lot of truth to that. So if you had asked me about a few weeks ago, I would have told you probably don't buy the X-H1, wait for the X-H2, which will feature the new technology and IBIS. However, since then, Fujifilm discounted this camera like crazy, put it down $900. So when you look at it that way, I think it may be the most bang for your buck right now of any camera that you can buy, since it's been basically permanently discounted, the X-H1. And it is a really good deal. Partially I wish I had bought it at the price it currently is. However, I knowingly bought it before for a much higher price because of the IBIS, and if you look back, I don't regret it at all, because I have made or shot almost 100 videos already with this camera on our channel. We have done so much work, and buying this camera back in March, it really unlocked our video making. And at the same time, almost my partner bought the Sony A7r III, which is another really good mirrorless camera. It's a full frame, but it is also featuring an IBIS. So both of us decided to gear up for video, and we both the cameras in the brands we liked that we wanted to be using for handheld. It's kind of a fast pace and documentary style, and it's on the go with a lot of travel in what we do. So we needed cameras that are really good handheld. We don't always have or normally have the chance of putting our cameras on a tripod, so we really needed the IBIS. So as soon as we got those cameras, our video making really took off. It unlocked so much creative potential from us, so I have no regrets. However, $900 are, you know, that's a steep price for a lot of people. And I definitely would very much have preferred to save that money, but in the end of the day, prefer that I have 100 videos on the channel instead. And when we kept on working with the Sony A7r III and the X-H1 in parallel, we kept seeing that the X-H1 actually wins in video, like especially when it comes to color, but its IBIS was also better than the Sony's. And even my partner went for the X-T3 because of that, so that we can be shooting with 2 Fujis when we are doing our video work. And the Sony remains in often time for the low light photo shoots that we also have to do for clients. So I don't have any regrets for buying it, and when it comes to $900, it's a complete blowout. I would be very hard pressed to find a better value for the money right now, especially being sold on the Fuji brand. I very much want that. So right now, if you're a customer, if you have decided you would like a Fujifilm camera, you mainly have 2 options: whether to go for the X-T3, which has the newer generation technology, and at this point it's slightly more expensive, around $1,500, depending on the rebate you get. They come in and out. But the X-H1 has dropped even lower than that and is now $900 cheaper together with the grip than what it came out as just 9 or 10 months ago. So this is now maybe the better deal. And who is this camera for? This is definitely going to be diversifying towards people who want to do both photos and videos, but really have a strong need for videos, especially handheld videos. And for that, this camera is amazing. I would not be so sad that it does not have the new sensor and the new processor the X-T3 does, because it really also looks really good. You do get better image out of the X-T3, especially for video. It looks nicer and sharper. However, the IBIS makes this one more useful most of the situations. The way we shoot right now is when there's a camera on the tripod, that will be the X-T3, and when there's a camera handheld, that will be the X-H1. If you ask me what is the most value you can get for your money to buy a camera right now, especially a mirrorless camera, I would definitely say the X-H1 right now for the price, the discounted price, is the most value. So should you buy it if you're considering it? Yes, absolutely. You can go to our channel and see all the great work we've been able to do. We basically started this year our journey seriously into videography, and a lot of the videos have been made with this camera. You can see what it's capable of. We've made over 100 videos. We very much like how they came out. And as the year progressed, we started using Fujifilm a lot more based on the way this camera has performed. So yes, with the $900 discount, this is a complete win. Just do it.